The first thing you need to get right if you want to go out and learn a good forehand is the grips. You need to make sure that you're on an acceptable grip, otherwise everything else is going to break down. So the first thing you have to understand about the tennis racket, okay, is every racket will have 8 bevels on the racket. And if I come up close here, you'll see that bevel number 1 is the top bevel. So see how the bevel, it lines up with the edge of the frame. That's bevel number 1. Now, going in a clockwise manner, it goes bevel 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And every racket will have these 8 bevels on it. And it's very important that you become aware of these bevels and where they are. Now that you're aware of the bevels, the main bevels you have to be conscious of for your forehand is bevel 3, which is called the Eastern forehand grip, and bevel 4, which is called the semi-Western. Anything within these 2 bevels is an acceptable forehand grip. Okay, that's very important. The areas you want to avoid on the bevel system is when you go too far up towards bevel 2. So this is here, the side bevel, this is the continental. And also if we go over to the other direction to bevel 5. Now the next thing is all about the 2 reference points you have on your hand. And these reference points are essentially going to allow you to find the grip very easily. Okay, so what are those reference points? If we look at my hand here, I've gone and I've actually drawn in the 2 reference points on my hand. And those are the index knuckle. As you can see, I've drawn an X here on the index knuckle, and also my heel pad. So I have these 2 main reference points, okay? Very important you become aware of these. What I've also done is I've drawn a line here on the side of my index knuckle. This is going to be a visual aid because now you're going to be connecting this line up onto the lines I've drawn on the grip. As you can see here on bevel 3 and bevel 4, you see these middle lines? The middle lines represent the middle of each bevel. Okay, so the basic grip I would recommend for beginners, if you just started, go with bevel 3. So this is bevel 3, the Eastern forehand. I'll show you from this angle. This is bevel 3 right here, lines up with the string face. Okay, now how do you go about finding the grip? What you do now is you essentially connect the dots. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect the X on my heel pad up with bevel 3, with the middle, as you can see right there. Now I'm going to bring the index knuckle up and see how when I go up to here, look at the lines. See how they connect in here. And now I found bevel 3. So one more time, you can take it back off and then check again. Connect the heel pad, then bring the X up on the index knuckle, connect with 3. And there you have the Eastern forehand grip. If you're using bevel 4, again, same thing. You just connect the X with bevel 4 and the X with bevel 4 on both sides. And that's essentially how you go about finding the grip. Thank you very much for watching as always. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more like this. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.